If I die, I vow never to play this game again. Not on camera, not off camera, not even with friends. This is a true permadeath experience. This is absolute zero. This is the story of my life in Arizona sunshine. I awoke in a small cave in the middle of Arizona. When I left the cave, I stumbled upon an ammo belt and some ammo, of which I took both. After some quick target practice, I came across my first few zombies, or Freddies, as I call them. I made my way through the small crowd and found a bridge in the distance. I approached the bridge and discovered a radio sitting on a table. I turned it on to see if it would pick up anything. To my surprise, someone was broadcasting from somewhere. Before I could make out what they were saying, the radio died, forcing me to continue in search of another radio. I battled my way across the bridge and through a small traffic jam before arriving at the Old Dutchman mine. I then stumbled upon a car owned by the mine, which may have had valuable items inside. After seeing it was locked, I looked for the key in the nearby ticket office. While searching for the key, I came across a nice revolver to use. Once I found the key, I made my way back to the vehicle outside, only for its alarm to go off, alerting all the nearby Freddies in the surrounding area. I ran back to the ticket office and set up a line of defense upstairs to fend off the horde. After successfully fending them off, I came across another bridge and continued forward. I soon reached a small campsite where I found some grenades, an old pistol, and some Freddies locked in a cage. After clearing the way forward with a grenade and saying goodbye to my new friends, I headed to the mine's entrance. I tried to open the doors when I noticed that the power was off. I followed a large red wire to the breaker, turned the power back on, and returned to the machine. However, when I turned on the device, it started to play loud music, which lured in yet another horde of Freddies. I hid in a nearby shack and stood my ground. After the battle ended, I made my way into the mines, where I would soon encounter yet another horde and be forced to escape using an elevator located deep inside. Back on the surface, I found myself face to face with a train station. Making my way to the top of the station, I found yet another radio, which, to my delight, had a stronger signal than the last. A sniping spree and a train fight later, I finally arrived at a military camp, but something seemed off. It turned out that everyone was dead, as they were overrun by Freddies. Angered at their failure to protect the area, I unleashed hell onto every Fred that I came across before losing all hope and going to bed defeated. After my nap, I made my way back outside with no real sense of where to go or what to do next. All I could do is put one foot in front of the other and continue on. In a small town just down the road, I found yet another radio. This time, the signal was just strong enough for me to hear the words, Sunshine, Arizona. Now knowing where I needed to go, I set off with renewed enthusiasm for life. An explosion and a few dead Freddies later, I had made my way to Sunshine, Arizona. Once I made it through everything Sunshine had to offer, I made my way to the radio tower, excited to finally meet up with other survivors. As I made my way through the building and up the stairs, I struggled to bury the nervousness and excitement that took over my body. It wasn't far now, just through this door. I had finally made it, or so I thought. As it turned out, everyone was already dead, and the broadcast was just on a loop. Frustrated to no end, I yelled into the microphone to get out my frustrations, only to be surprised by a response that told me to go further up the mountain to get rescued. I sprinted up the hill to find a collection of guns waiting for me. I grabbed all the ammo I could and even grabbed a nice SMG. All that was left to do was survive one more fight, and then I would finally be free of this place. Just as I had hoped, rescue had come to get me. I wasted no time grabbing on and getting the hell out of there once and for all.
Oh, bye, little Freddies. Bye, blister and heat. Bye, Arizona sunshine.
I had done it. I survived and am now free to play and die in this game as I please.